Till now, how many points we discussed here is like we created item. Then second one here is on hand quantity. And the next here is sales order entry and then booking. Correct? Only in last two sessions we discussed about these two only, other than introduction, history, these are all correct. And then we talked about here one more, that is back ordered. Correct? Whenever we don't have a sufficient quantity available, then it will become a back order. The high level summary is this only. And sales order entry level, booking level, there are two tables we discussed. That is OE means order entry. And another one here is OE order line solve. For both the things, same tables only. And the primary key for this here is header ID. That's it. And item table we talked about here is MTL system items B. Okay, if you just go through last previous videos, two videos, you can see this is the summary only. MTL on hand quantities. You are learning technical things only, so you must aware all the tables and primary keys, joins, all those. Okay. Now, pick release also we have seen here. Pick release also we discussed. So till now, in order to cash cycle, this is an order to cash cycle. It is in short form we can say O2C cycle. Okay. If you need like very quickly, we can go through all the steps very quickly. So first is item creation. So you can open any one of the responsibility. I'm just alert manager is a small responsibility and forms also very small. So if I just click on this, it will open very quickly. Okay. So that is the reason why I'm opening this. Otherwise, you can straight away search your order management and you can open it. Okay. Based on your internet speed also, this because we are accessing server URL right here. It's not located in your local machine. Connecting to this. It's a quick revision. It will not take more than 5 minutes. Okay. So I'm going through a responsibility here. That is inventory. And then your items. And then master items. Okay. You will have to choose your V1. And then your item number. It may be a number or character. It will be mixed here. Okay. Let's say item 001. Like this also it will be there. And then description. It may be a same or it may be anything. Like let's say laptop. I7 processor. Okay. So once you create an item, what you have to do, we have to make it in make it available in other organizations. So that's why it is organization assignment is required, because we are going to use another warehouse in your O2C cycle, correct? V1 is a master. We cannot use for operations purposes, for transferring, for shipping. We have to use child organizations. So child organization here is, we are going, the rest of the things are child organizations only. Whatever you are seeing, all this, your company having these many branches, which is available in these many countries. So instead of scrolling up and down like this, query mode is always better. So speed will come here, F11, and you can use M1, control F11. It's quickly, you can go through it, assign. So after saving, don't close this. You need to go to this options here, see, like this. Instead of closing and reopening, this is the better thing here. And if you are selling these goods, go to your order management. So this item must be a shippable, otherwise you will stuck at shippable. You will not be able to deliver goods to the customer. So instead of enabling manually all this, you can inherit it from a template. There are various templates like purchase item template is there, or else finished goods item templates. For O2C, most frequently these templates will use. Done. Save here. Then once you create an item, it will be available into a table that is MTL material system items it is. So if you go inside of this, I showed you yesterday. What is the table behind that here is, you can go to tool. Describe, for describing, yesterday I said command that is F4, and we need to go to script here. Then after that, go to the from class, correct? So after completion of the class, what we will do, we'll have a practical session for 1 hour, 2 hours, okay? To take a break, maybe we'll do it in the classroom itself. So command practice is really helpful. So this is the table here. B for base and TL for translatable language. We will not use right now. If you are using for other languages like Chinese, Korea, any other non-English, then we can use TL here. Okay. So right now your item you can access from this particular table. MTL system items, PETs. Okay. That is the first step. Not saved properly. First one here is item creation. Second one is on hand quantity. On hand quantity means your item must have a stock available. So take this item number. For on hand quantity creation here only. It's a transaction actually. We are doing inventory transaction. In account receivable also transactions are there. In other modules also transactions are there. But right now we need to mention as an inventory transaction. Inventory transaction is miscellaneous. I have a document, or whenever there is a need, we'll discuss about sub inventory, inter-org, or other transactions. Right now, miscellaneous. These are all different names. Okay. If you look at ERC, receipt from projects, production recall, we may not aware why they have introduced these many. Okay. But right now we'll use regularly miscellaneous only. Miscellaneous receipt. One is receipt, other one is issue. Receipt means we are entering a positive quantity, and issue means it will deduct the quantity. So right now we are using miscellaneous transaction lines. Your item number. Your warehouse will have multiple sub inventories. These are all the branches within your inventory. I'm just entering 400 quantity. There are so many aliases here. So what you have to do, just type M and press tab. It will take from this particular list. It's a list only, it is. So this will have a list. Then save. Okay. So whatever we created the quantity is available in other table here. I'm just combining two tables in this. To combine joins required. MTL system items B. Alias name, what I need to put? First letter here, C. This is the naming standards everyone is following usually, but you can keep your own also. I can type item also. It's alias. Alias means another name of a table. You can give anything. So right now I am giving here MSI. For on hand quantity, that is MTL on hand quantities. Now, whenever you use two tables here, okay, you must enter a join here. That join Oracle only given. You should not give your own join here. So it is entity relation already made by Oracle. So how it is made here is in the form of primary key and foreign key. So primary key is usually in the first majority of the cases, first only it will appear. Still, if you wanted to know, as I mentioned yesterday class or previous class, we need to go to one website. Always you have to use this. It's a repository for tables, joins and programs and other stuff. We use go to. So if you feel all these buttons straight away, you can type also. That is, it's up to you. Like this. You can search, you don't need to go through all this. Click on search. And here is the place. The primary keys are here is inventory item ID, organization, and make sure here which version you are using. So right now we are using 12.2.2, right? So some old projects, if you are allocated, then you can go through the older versions also. Okay. Then MTL on hand quantity. Is there any other table? Can you see here? MTL on hand quantities. And what could be the join here? Two joins, not a single join. It is two joins we have to use. Okay, otherwise you will see duplicate values. Whenever you are combining two tables, MTL on hand quantities with the MTL system address B, you need to use two joins here. Okay. Now MSI dot inventory. It is listing out all the columns. Same. So I'm not typing here, simply I would like to select. So if it is not showing means something went wrong here. Is it giving? See here, if I pressed dot, but it is not listing out means you type table wrongly. Okay, just see what is the problem. Quantities. Yes. Now if you press dot, while practicing you have to see all this. Okay. If it is not coming means definitely could have typed table wrongly. Inventory item ID. And then MSI dot one more column name, that is organization ID. Then MOQ dot organization ID. And your item number always stored into a column here, that is segment one column, correct? If you go to items and master items, this number always stored into a column, that is segment one here. Segment one. This is your record. Okay. What we require here is we require on hand quantity. On hand quantity I told you on that day, yesterday, one column name, correct? F4. There is a column here, transaction quantity. We will not use all other columns. Usually, transaction quantity will use. Instead of star, star means all the columns from these particular tables. I would like to enter a selective columns. Just I'm removing star right now. Then you can just double click on this. It's copied. Put a comma here and one more column, that is transaction quantity. Okay. Two columns I have selected from this particular table description. And control enter. You can see in sub-inventory stores, we had a quantity that is 400. So this is the way you need to prepare a query like this. Your item number, if you want, you can put alias over here, item underscore number, sub-inventory code and transaction quantity. Is that okay? So two tables we have combined with the common columns here. This is called as an entity relationship, primary key and foreign key combination. So second one is also over. And third one is add item to the price list. This is a third step. Yesterday I have not covered, but I am covering right now. Okay. You can go to your order management. Right now you are in inventory. Okay. Sales orders and all you can create into order management. Go to order management. And here is the place. Order returns and sales orders. So one price list coming automatically. There are a number of price lists. Price list means it's a catalog kind of thing, like laptop 35,000 and mouse 100, like that it is. That's a menu, we can say. Price list, the name itself it is saying here. It's a catalog kind of. So majority of the cases we are using corporate here. So this corporate. Now take this corporate price list, which is already populated by the system. So the same corporate price list only we are mentioning our item. So we are including our item into the menu, we can say simply, because it's a new item, right? Go to one responsibility here. There is another responsibility. We have to go to Oracle Pricing Manager global here. There are two things here, don't get confused. You should not go into purchasing. You have to go to global only. Click on this global price list setup. You have to query this F11 and corporate. You are entering small c sometimes actually. You make a copy paste. Control F11. Here is the place you can include over here. So click on this plus. So if you want to populate the previous row field actually to the next row, we can use Shift F5 like this. Here also Shift F5. These are all the shortcuts you need to remember. And your item number, item 001, right? What is the item? I forgot. 001. And what is your initial price? Let's say I'm entering as a $3,800 or $380. Okay. The currency you can see here. That's why I'm saying a dollar here. If you are working for Indian clients, you can see all other currencies. This functional setups, functional people will take care. Save. I've entered here $380. Remember, so this 380 automatically it will come while entering a sales order. Go to now order management. Your order returns, sales orders. I'm just selecting a customer name and other stuff here. go to line items, and here is the place you will have to enter your item for quantity. So 380 automatically came here, which is came by default here. If you want to modify, you can modify. Let's say I would like to enter here $389. It will allow. No worries. Whatever we have added in this third step is it's a default price only. Okay. So you can modify if you want. Save. So that's about the third step here. Add item to the price list. Okay, price list from where we copied here, from here only. If you are selecting another price list, then definitely you need to add to that price list also. Let's say there is one more cost plus margin price list. If you want to use this, then you need to mention your item into this particular list. Otherwise, you'll not be able to get the default price. Okay. So how to get a price? You need to add it to one responsibility. What is the responsibility name? Oracle Pricing Manager Global. Then price list setup. Your price list name is corporate only. I'm saying you practice with this in the organization. There may be different names. Sometimes actually they will disable this. So otherwise they will keep adding their own price. So they have restricted this particular addition. Okay, so this plus button is there, right? Because of this only you are adding. In the organization, by default, or sometimes they will disable this one. How they will disable it is by using a profile option here. Profile means here enabling, disabling simply with the predefined values. So how they will disable here is by using system administrator. Here is the place profile. We can easily control the entire system by using profile option. Okay, go to system here. There is a profile name here, QP source code, and you are setting up for a particular user. Can you see here? QP source system code is a full profile name. And right now we are making it to Oracle pricing. If you disable all this, I'm just disabling like this, then save. Go and verify. Price list. I'm repetitively going. It will be a revision for you actually. You can see here. Can you see? If you look at here, it is disabled, right? It is not allowing. User cannot enter any value here. Okay. So with that profile option, we can enable, disable the price list addition here. Profile name here is what it is? QP. QP means quality pricing. Then system source code. Is that correct? I also forgot. Go to system administrator. You can every value we cannot remember, right? I used to search like this every time. Yeah, this one. Okay. And use this source system code it is. So by using this, we can control the items, adding items to the price list. Is that clear? So again, we need to enable, otherwise other people will struggle. So how to enable? You need to enter here the module name. Module name is Oracle pricing. Oracle purchasing is there. This pricing concept, we'll use it in various modules. Okay. Contract module, inventory module, capture module, all these are all the modules. So right now we are talking about pricing module. Okay, that's why I'm using pricing here. So if you use pricing over here, then obviously It will appear for everyone. Okay, it is at site level. Site level means it applies to, and your system will give the least priority to this actually. So if you enter at, I'll show you one more point, important point here. I'm entering Oracle pricing correctly here. No worries, it will show. But here, if I don't any other thing here, if I enter any other thing, let's say I'm entering here Oracle purchasing, okay, at user level. So for this particular user, I'm entering Oracle purchasing at user level and pricing at site level. But your system will give priority to the user only. The next priority goes to responsibility. The next is application. The next is here site. Site is the least. Okay. If you don't enter anything in all these three, then obviously by default site only. But if you enter something at user level or responsible level, it will give the first priority to these three only. Sequentially, remember this. I am entering this. Now go back to your Oracle Pricing Manager. Sorry, I went to. Any confusion here? I'm going slowly. Priceless setup. Corporate. Still there is a problem, right? Why it is like that? Yes, correct. So your system given top priority to the user level. It will be available in purchasing. Purchasing we can access. So if you go back to one more module, Oracle Pricing Manager Global Module. Same navigations, no change. Okay. I'm just entering something. Can you see now here? Here, plus is showing. So that means your system is given priority to user level. Okay. Again, I am going. Here, user level I'm entering. Your username. If you are working with your user, you enter your user only, not operations user. Fine. Here I'm removing like this. So obviously it will give priority to the site level only because we don't have entered any other values. So ranking here is user is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that it is. First priority, then least priority. Okay. So I'll just show once and then I'll move to other topic. Now it's appeared, correct? So only just 2 points are there here. Okay. To add item to the price list, one profile option is required. That is QP source system code. This is one point that you are aware. The second point here is whenever you are using profile options, your application will give priority base. So user level, then after that, correct. Sequentially, how to say responsibility level, right. Then next is application, and one more is site level. So your site is least, and this is top. If you enter both the values, then your system has to consider the first user only. I hope you are okay with this. Now, next, continue with the flow. The next one here is sales order entry. This is where actual flow will begin. If someone asks you explain order to cash, you should not start with our item creation on, and these are all not required. Straight away you can go on sales order. So sales order is dependent on all these prerequisites. That's why I told you all this. The first thing here is Sales order creation. What is sales order means? Whenever a customer is buying something from your company, you will take initial details. That's called as a sales order. Initial inquiry. So what could be the initial information usually? Who is the customer? Where is he located? How much quantity you wanted? These are all the initial information, correct? So that is called as a sales order entry. So it is not allowing what I need to do. Tell me, guys. So it is not allowing me. F4 also it is not allowing. So there is an option here. This one. Clear record. Or else F6 also will help you. F6. Function 6. Then F4. Okay. This is the way. We can close the particular form.
Because we have created a blank, that's why.
Empty record. Yes. We are trying to create a record. This is where we can create a sales order. Line items. Your item. Quantity. So 380 automatically, why it is coming, you know, because of the price list, correct? And to check the stock, where we need to do, there is a availability button, or else we already have a query here. Query we only developed, correct? This query. Once you develop it, as I told you, we have to format this. Shift Control. Yeah, like this, it will be formatted and everything will be aligned properly. Okay. Now quantity, how much quantity is showing here? See, it is not having a quantity in M1. So that means we created quantity in V1. So this is a common mistake everyone will do in the flow. Correct? I also did the same. On hand quantity in which warehouse we need to create here. If you go here, whatever the warehouse is appearing here, in this only we need to create a stock. So otherwise it will become a back order. Yesterday also we have seen the same story. Again, we need to do a second step here. Quantity we created, of course, but we created in a wrong warehouse. Okay. I'm not switching to inventory right now because here also inventory is there. Inventory, transactions, right, miscellaneous. Then after that, M1. While creating, be careful, it must be M1 here in this case. In the organization, if you join to your project, you may not see M1, V1 and all. They will maintain their own names. We have functions, values. These are all forms and all same, but only values will differ. You have to be careful. M1, V1 and all you cannot see in the company. Receipt. Sub inventory. Stores. But I'll enter more quantity, okay? Otherwise, every time it will become a back order. 1000 I am entering. We have not seen the organization ID, right? M1 is this one. This organization information is stored in other table. Okay. That is ORG organization definitions. It's a view actually, but still we can see. 207. You see here, Seattle Manufacturing, and other one is M1. If it is 204, different it is. It is organization is V1 Vision Operations. So additional table we came to know today, that is ORG organization definitions. Here also you can add here. Here also you can add ORG. Okay. Instead of typing separately, I can combine here. Org organization definitions. This is the way you can mention. Okay. Tell me the join, guys. The moment you add a table, definitely you need to add a join also. There is a formula, right, in database. If there are n tables, n minus 1 joins required minimum. Right now, n means how many tables? 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1 means 2 joins required here. So 2 minimum, but maximum we can add another one. MOQ dot organization ID is equivalent to OOD dot organization ID. So what we wanted here? Organization code here. Org code. Our name is fine, right? This query looks okay, correct? It is giving all the information. Do you feel difficult all these queries? Just practice 2-3 times. If these are all fixed queries only, right? Still, if you feel bored, then you can see Google is there always. ChatGPT is always there in the company. On-hand quantity query in Oracle apps. R12. You will get a queries. So in the company also, you are allowed to copy paste, rearrange, no worry. Okay. So this is a query. Copy, paste, execute, and rearrange. The moment you copy, format this first. So here is the place I'm giving an item. Okay. Item 001. Anything is missed here. So this is something else, right? In their organization. Which organization I need to use? 207. Correct. Still not coming. So these are all some views will be there here. See, can you see here? It's a view, right? View doesn't hold data, right? As per definition. MTL on hand quantities. This is another table they have used. I'm removing this. Still check. Any other miss? Okay. If you look at here, see, there is another bind parameter is there. Comment this. Any other thing needs to be changed here? This is also a view, correct? So this much item locations I don't need, right? Still not giving. Okay, item location. If item does not have a location, then definitely you need to comment this. Okay. It's giving. I did not do anything, simply removed commas, unnecessary columns like that. So this much at least work you have to do. Otherwise, you cannot expect good package. We can move. There is a sub-inventory transfer is there, right? Another thing is there right here. Intra-arc transfer, sub-inventory transfer. You can move. M1 to V1 you would like to move. That is called as internal sales order. So that is part of our syllabus. I think you already practiced right now. ISO you have not practiced. ISO. We'll cover maybe after 2-3 days. Okay, warehouse to warehouse we can transfer. You understood, right, guys? Like preparation of queries, if you feel difficult, copy paste option is always available, but don't prefer that. So you need to combine, then only you can come to know. In case of majority interviews, they will focus on all this. I'll send you 2-3 recorded videos, recorded audios. You'll come to know how they will ask the questions in interviews. That's required actually. Okay. So forget about what I did, what I removed and all. Simply I removed one unnecessary tables and the related columns. That's it. I did not do anything. One table and 2-3 joins I have removed. Whatever I copied from a Google. Okay. Because same query will be useful in across the globe, whatever the project it is. In case of a normal Java developer, C, C++, and any other web development and all, project to project will vary. But in our case, it will not vary actually. It is fixed one-time learning. One hour over. Okay. So what we did till now? All these 3 steps, correct? Sales order entry we have seen. Go back to order return sales orders. Now check the warehouse is M1. And in the M1, we are verifying the stock. Is that really available or not? Right now it is available. Earlier we missed it, correct? Then save this, that's it. Order entries is just a hardly 30-second job. Okay. Order entry. Header level status, we have to make a note because it is going to vary. It is entered. And in the same way, line level, it is entered. The moment you book the sales order, it will book that. It will be booked at header level. So I'm just booking a sales order. Usually end users will book all this. Okay, not you. Like our data, our duty is here, loading the bulk data, retrieving the bulk data, not this one-time record, second-time record. Usually in the organization, end users, those are all the employees of your client. Their duty is here entering a sales order manually. Sometimes they will export it, they will import it through a program also. The program name here is order import program or API. Technically, you need to use one package that is OE order pub API. If you want to load 1 lakh records from third party to Oracle applications, then we have to use API here. This API name, program name, where we can find out, I'll show you now. So right now the point you need to remember is, if it is a manual sales order in this, like order return sales order, this is handled by the end user. But you are a technical consultant, you need to develop a program to load the bulk data, like thousands of data, lakhs of data and all. So these 2 programs we have to use. So where we can identify the names, how, if you are new to this application, how can you come to know this OE order pub API is, there is a responsibility here. So I'm not proceeding further with this sales order. Just copy this first. Order number I'm copying. Okay. There is a one service oriented service integrated SOA gateway. It's not there. See. This one. Integrated SOA gateway. So open this. It's a repository. These are all the modules. The entire application modules are there here. More than 282 modules are there right now. Recently, few more modules introduced. You are looking in which module? Sales order, right? So I need to go to order management suite. Why they mentioned as a suite is here. There are other sub modules also. That's why it is a suite. Click on this. Under order management suite, pricing. We have seen, right? Pricing. And this is a order management here. Sales order. Click on this. You can check the API name somewhere here. Next records. Do you see this? OE order pop. This API will allow users to perform various operations. What are the various operations? We'll see. Therefore, the various operations here is, these are all the operations. We can get the order, we can create a order, we can delete the order. If you want to delete 30,000-40,000 records, then we can use this package. They only given everything here. Anyway, we are going to learn PLSQL. What is this? Number data type, varchar, and all other stuff. No copy procedures. We'll teach you from scratch. We are not going to develop all this. Don't worry. It is just a ready-made package. If you want to delete 1 lakh records, just use this OE order pop delete order. That's it. And you may need to give the inputs and all that. Mostly usable, reusable code will be there. Don't worry about seeing all this. These are all Oracle employees will develop while releasing the product. Okay. So approximately 3,700 lines, but we are not going to use all the 3,700 lines. We'll use only these things, procedures. The P means procedures here. See, sometimes F also we can, that's a function. Procedure and functions already given by Oracle in form of packages.
After deleted records, we can backup records.
Yes, we can do that. Like there are other options are there, flashback options and all. So we can do that. But if you commit it, you may not roll back, right? That's right. These are all adding lines, deleting order. All this is called as a various operations. So if you go here, it is saying here, it will allow users to perform various operations. So what are the various operations here? Creating a sales order, deleting a sales order, adding a line, correct? If you go here, order management. Returns, sales order. I can create a sales order by using this API. The next, I can delete the line and update a header. So header means this. If I want to update price list, always for list of sales orders, we can use this. So you can read this, the description somewhere. This is the description for that particular procedure. Okay. Little go up. You can read here. Use this procedure to delete a sales order in order management system. The comments will be there. You can read and you can understand. Okay. Is this okay now? API name. Just anyway, we are going to cover this under conversions topic. 1 week we'll sit on this only. Packages, APIs, procedures, and all. Right now you should know how we can create a sales orders. Then order import is a program. This is also for bulk orders only. From where we can do that here is, there is a program here. Order import. This one. This is the program. For this program, we need to give data input. It's a big procedure again. I cannot teach you in one day. Okay. So for time being, which program we can use to create a bulk sales orders? So there are two ways here. One way is order import program. Other one is, this is called as an API, ready-made code piece, application program interface. And this one is program it is. In Oracle Apps terminology, it is a concurrent program. Okay. These end users, what they will do? They will create a sales order. How they will create? That is manual. Now, in how many ways we can create a sales order? This. But there are other also available. Those are all called as a web services. Anyone having awareness on this web services? At least names, testing, no testers here. You know this, REST, SOAP. Not having awareness on this?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is another method here. Okay. Anyway, 2 steps over already. The next step is what it is? Third, quick release. Quick release navigation, yesterday we have seen, correct? Release sales order. Yesterday, wherever we stopped, we are still there only, correct? Standard, then order number. Yeah, we noted somewhere. I think it is not booked, correct? We created a sales order, but we have not booked. See the status? Yes, still at entered only. So once you book only, it will appear over there. Click on book order. And line level, the status will change here. That's an awaiting shipping here. Book level. Header level, what is the status? Book. On line level, it is awaiting shipping. The status is quick release. We'll see now. Copy the sales order. Shipping. Release sales order. Standard. If your order is not appearing here, what could be the problem? Yes, not booked. Okay. Or fact delivery. Execute now. It will submit some concurrent programs. These are all the programs. Automatically it will call. You need to remember the names of these programs. See the pick slip report output here. You observe once. What are the content of it? Just observe. Got idea, right? Sales order and your delivery number, your laptop, and from which warehouse we picked up. It's a slip here, pick slip. Okay. The next step here is fourth step, shipping. Okay. In the pick release, what is the header level status, line level status? That we'll note down. Then we'll stop today. I need to go back to order written again. Sales order. See the status. That is picked here. Line level is picked. How about header level? It remains same. Look only. Okay. And the shipping level. Let's perform a shipping here. So I'm not telling you today's tables. It's almost time is up, right? Go to shipping here. Transactions. This is the navigation for shipping. Earlier I went to this navigation. Release sales order, release sales order. This is the navigation. Now it is shipping here. Shipping and transactions. Fine. There is a delivery tab here. Okay. Then we have, oh my God. Go to click on ship confirm here and click on OK. You'll get a message here, delivery was successfully confirmed. And you can go to order returns, sales orders. See the line items that is shipped here. Still it is picked out. The reason is there are some programs. Okay, it's completed. Let's requery here. It is shipped. Okay. That's about the. There are various statuses here. After creating an invoice, it will become closed. Right now, shipped. Users will give a complaint saying that sometimes my order is still picked. I don't know what to do. So they must see as a ship, right? You need to track here where exactly they are in, why it is stuck at middle. You need to debug. Whenever you are working in a production support, you will get these type of issues only in the company. Now, if you are working on your working with your own user, you may not see this particular tab. So go to your shipping, then transactions. Give any number. I'm just showing the navigation here. Find here. This delivery tab will be disabled like this. Okay. If you are right now, it is showing. If it is disabled, then you have to give a shipping grants here. So there is a responsibility. Shipping responsibility. Shipping super user. And somewhere you can see the shipping grants. Not this. Okay, I'll just check. Because many people stuck at that particular point. Simply you can write here shipping grants in Oracle apps. This one. We can use this option. Okay, in the shipping super user responsibility, shipping setup grant roles definitions. This is the navigation. I'll show you setup. Then, yeah, this one. Grants and role definitions. And then you have to give a grants here. For which user? Your own user. If you are working with the operations user, you may not face that particular issue. Many people are working with their own users, correct? So here is the place you have to give a, just simply save. Enter the username, role name, and then save. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow, guys. Any doubts? To complete order to cash cycle, there are other steps are there: invoice creation, receipt creation, and then transfer to GL. I'll take 3 more days to finish, or 2 more days. So there's one cycle actually. I think you are having already syllabus copy, right? Go through it. We'll go through the syllabus copy and we'll finish all those. Any queries, guys, online? Any doubts here? Fine, right? Go through the video. I'll just share and notes also today.